All right, good morning everybody. So in today's video, I want to show you how to round the lip of your cup. So that's really important if you actually want to make this a functional cup and be able to drink out of it. If you have a really rough edge or a really square edge on your mug, then it's either going to hurt when you drink or you're going to dribble and look like you don't know how to use a cup. So either way, the best option is rounding the lip. Usually that works best if you haven't put the handle on yet, but you can still do it. It just gets a little difficult right here if you've already added the handle on. But either way, we're gonna round the lip, okay? So this one is greenware. It's already been shaped for the most part, but I haven't smoothed the lip. My lip's still a little bit funky in a bunch of different spots. The inside, remember, if you haven't smoothed that yet, I would go ahead and do that before I do the lip and just use a tool to, go in there and really kind of smooth it. If you can't get your fingers in there, you can just use the back end of like your little tool, okay? So then the next thing is for the actual lip. So right here, I've already kind of started making my lip really nice and rounded. This gray stuff is just left over from the needle tool that I was using. And you can see on this side, it is not rounded yet. It's still kind of like square and bumpy. This would not necessarily feel comfortable on your lip and it would also dribble. So I don't like to dribble when I drink. So you can use a few different things. You could use the wood part of your tool like this. If it's nice and smooth, you could use that. You could use the purple pencil or really any shiny-ish kind of pencil. But I like to use the back end of my needle tool. So when I go to do this, you're only gonna do one section at a time. And what you do is you set your tool flat against your surface on the side, and then you rub back and forth kind of long. It might start to create a little edge here, and that's okay because you're gonna rub it out. Try to keep your tool as clean as possible. So you're gonna roll it, so you're gonna rub it, and then you're gonna start to roll it. So see how I'm changing the direction? I started here, and then I slowly rotating my tool, okay? So right now I'm just kind of doing the inside like this and the top, okay? I'm gonna go around and do the outside in a little bit. So I'm gonna go ahead, I would go around and get all of this different parts. And you can do this multiple times. And if little bits fall off, that's okay. Just brush them off, keep your tool clean. That's good. If you have any little like bumpy areas, you can focus more on one area than another. That would be okay. If it's already pretty smooth, you might not have to do this quite as much, and that would be okay too. But you're gonna start on the inside, rotate it. Then once you've done that, then you wanna do basically the same thing on the outside. So you're gonna start on the outside and you're gonna do the same kind of a thing where you're gonna rotate it. Now for me, like I'm trying to show you what I'm doing, so I'm holding it in my hand. Really, I would be doing it on the table like this, but it's harder for you to see that. So that's why I was trying to do it in the air. Okay, so basically you're just taking your needle tool and back and forth, rotating and changing the angle until you get all of the lip nice and rounded. When you're done going all the way around, spend a little bit of time with your fingers just to make sure that there's no like ridges or anything. And like I said before, any color that was on here is gonna burn out in the kiln, so you don't have to worry about this metallic color on there. All right, so get your thing smoothed all the way around and then move on to the next step. Thanks everybody.